So that's really what we're calling step 4. You get really good at this. You care about how you feel. You're feeling good more and more of the time. You're like mastering your own vibration. You're mastering your own emotion. And once you've got that down, then life is so sweet for you. And people are looking at you and saying, what's up with you? Why is it that you are always the blessed one? Why is it that you seem to always get what you want? And you say, because I'm not pushing against anymore. I'm tuning to what I want. And after you've mastered that and you're flowing it for a while, then the best thing of all begins to happen to you. You step in to what we are recently, the audience demanded it, calling step 5. And that's where you now embrace contrast as a good thing, not a bad thing. You now acknowledge that without knowing what you don't want, you're not ever going to know what you do want. Do you know that sometimes your own inner being will actually call you into what you think is a problem in order to help you give clarity to something that is missing in your bigger equation? In other words, sometimes you ask for things that you're not ready for. And so you need a little contrast in order to get ready for that. And so when you stop beating up on yourself for your negative emotion, and instead you compliment yourself for being aware of it and for being responsive to it, now you are a deliberate creator, and now you are living happily ever after. And now you're here living precisely as you intended when you decided to come forth into this body to begin with. You didn't say, I'll come forth and fix the world. You did not say, I'll come forth and save the world, because the world does not need to be fixed or saved. It's perfect. And we know that you might not agree with that, because you might be looking at things that you don't want and using that attention to something that you don't want as your reason to disconnect you from your own source energy, so you don't feel so good when you see it. And so you want to be a very conditional liver of life. You want to say, when I look at that condition, I don't feel good. So we need to do something about changing that condition. Let's go to Washington. They'll take care of it. They'll get on it so fast, and then I can feel good again. How's that working out? But when you realize that contrast exists so that each of you can launch your rockets, and that there is a vibrational reality that is so beautiful, a vortex that is ripe and ready to be received by you. And if you don't worry about everybody else needing to see it too, or before you are able to, if you will just trust that your emotions are your guidance, then off you go. So now you know everything we know about who you are and why you're here and what it's all about. And so go into the world and have fun. Goodbye. We are eager to talk with you about anything that matters to you. Nothing is off limits. You will notice a wonderful unfolding, because before you dragged your physical bodies here, your vortex preceded you, and your inner being too. And while this room is full of many of you, it's full of many of your inner beings as well. In other words, there's a much larger cadre of non-physical present today, knowing who you are, what you want, and what the path of least resistance is to bring you to the understanding that you're seeking here. So just relax and trust that whatever it is that's on your mind, we will address fully. Sometimes someone else will bring the subject up. Sometimes the subject won't be brought up by one of you, but we will be aware of it and we will wedge it in the crack. So whatever it is that you're wanting, it is our promise will be satisfied here today. What do you want to talk about? You've come with things. It's going to be a really good day. All right. Let the games begin, yeah? Begin right here. Stand if you think it's you. Yes, it is you.